I will be doing a quick tank review for the American Tier 7 Premium TD, the M56 Scorpion. You can try this vehicle out for free for the current time being, as it is a rental vehicle. This vehicle, as it is a premium American TD, you have all of the advantages of it being a premium vehicle. So you can use it to train your American crew members for the TD line in this, while making extra credits as well. This vehicle, unfortunately, does not have preferred matchmaking, so you have normal matchmaking. This vehicle, as a TD, it is not that great nor bad. It is mobile, quick, have a good enough gun for its TL, good gun depression and elevation as well, but due to the layout of the design, it is open, have thin armor, and can be killed easily enough. Also, due to the weight of the vehicle, if you go over rough terrain in the wrong way, you can potentially damage the modules and of the vehicle due to the lightweightness of the vehicle. This vehicle, if you do play it as a purely long-distance sniper, you can do quite well in this vehicle while taking advantage of the terrain and what is going around you at the time. Let's cover the vehicle stats. The vehicle stats. They are not that great nor bad for the TD. Hit points, you have 820 hit points. So you can take a few hits before you are killed. But watch out for the higher TL's howitzers that fire AG at you, because they may be able to one-shot you. Due to the lightweight of the vehicle it is quite nimble and mobile. With the 200 horsepower engine this machine have to offer you. The machine, it is quite low to the ground, so if you want to remain hidden longer, you can use a camo net, camouflage paint, crew perks, the terrain and distance to your advantage to remain hidden for a longer amount of time. The 200 horsepower engine will make this vehicle quite nimble and mobile, so you can have a good horsepower to ton in this vehicle. Most of the time, you are going to be killed by an enemy tank, so the engine fire percent, it is not a major issue with this vehicle. The horsepower to ton ratio, it is 28 horsepower to 1 ton. That means you can reach the top speed of 45 km easily enough whenever you are going in a straight line or going downhill. The horsepower to ton ratio will allow you to climb steep hills easily enough, but unfortunately there are certain steep hills in the game you may or may not have problem climbing based upon the angle of the hill. The vehicle hold traverse, it is quite good at 40 degrees. The gun traverse, it could be better, it could be worse at 12 degrees. The armor, it is completely rubbish. 1 millimeter around and the vehicle have a open layout. So every vehicle can penetrate you easily enough. With the thin armor, there is a chance for the enemy tank to damage the modules and injuring the crew members in the process as well, due to the thin amount of armor you have. HE rounds, if they hit this vehicle straight on, there's a high chance that especially if it shot from the side and the rear, the crew members can be killed easily enough just by one well-placed HE round. The gun itself, this is a decent 90mm gun that this vehicle have to offer you. With a good crew and the equipment setup you can have somewhere between 8 to 9 rounds per a minute with this gun. Combine that with the damage output per a round, you have a potential decent amount of damage per a minute out of this gun if you can land all of the rounds and get them to penetrate. The average pen, it is quite good for this 90mm. 219 for regular AP. You can penetrate most targets if you know where the weaker spots are with the AP round, but save the heat for the tanks that you are going to have a problem penetrating the vehicle armor. 275 for the heat pen. You can penetrate most targets easily enough with that, if you know where to shoot at. HE, it is not the best pen for this gun, but you can potentially damage thinly armored targets still with the HE round, especially other M56 Scorpions you are going to be facing up against. The damage per shot, it is not that great. 240 damage for AP and heat. HE does a bit more damage. The damage per a minute for this gun, it is roughly around 1,900 damage per a minute. So that is not that bad nor good for this vehicle. The accuracy is quite good. So as long as you play this vehicle as a long distance sniper and take advantage of the aiming time and the accuracy, you can actually land most of your shots with the .33 accuracy and the 2-second aiming time. The view range, it is quite good, 350 meters. When you add in the binocular telescope and the crew perks on top of it, you can easily reach the maximum view range, easily enough. The radio itself, it is not that good nor bad, at 500 meters. Let's cover the consumables, the ammo layout, and the equipment setup. Also, how are you going to be using this TD? Let's begin off with the consumables. I would go with the first aid kit, a repair kit, and the manual fire extinguisher. If you do not want to use the manual fire extinguisher, you can go with the combat rations, cola, for the plus 10 in the crew performance area, or the octane fuel for the increase in the engine power and the traverse speed. This vehicle carries a decent amount of ammo, so most of the time you are not going to be running out of ammo in this vehicle. So 43 rounds, it is more than enough. The vehicle main ammo type you will be using, it is AP and heat. AP, you can penetrate most of the targets easily enough if you know where to shoot at. Heat, save it for the heavily armored targets that you are going to be facing up against, especially if they are going to be angling their armor. The heat ammo cost, it is 4,000 credits or 10 gold pieces. HE, it is still a useful ammo type to use against thinly armored targets, such as certain artillery pieces, light tanks, and other thinly armored TDs. The equipment that I have on my M56 here, it is to increase the performance of the vehicle being a medium to a long distance sniper. Camo net to improve my camo rating when it is when it is being used, binocular telescope to increase my view range by 25% when it is in use. The third slot, it is up to you what you want to use. Most of the equipment here, it is useless on this vehicle. To decrease the already good aiming time, the enhanced gunning drive would be a good idea. To replace the binocular telescope, you can use the coated optics if you want to. To reduce the loading time by 10%, you can use the medium caliber tank gun rammer. Now, how are you going to be using the M56 Scorpion? This vehicle, as a Tier 7 TD, you will have a normal Tier 7 matchmaking from Tier 7 to Tier 9. If you play to the vehicle's strengths and weaknesses, no matter what the matchmaking is, you can do quite well in this vehicle. Now, what are the best ways to use the M56 here? You can use this tank early in the match to get to certain vital points and to hold on to them, especially if they are on high grounds. That is quite important because the horsepower to ton ratio will allow you to get to those locations early on and make use of the gun. If things turn south quickly enough in that area, you can retreat backwards to a safe area due to the good horsepower to ton ratio that this machine have to offer you. The vehicle, the horsepower to ton ratio will also allow you to be a quick mobile flanking TD as well if you want to play as a semi-aggressive support TD. But be careful about this because if you get yourself into the wrong place at the wrong time, you can be killed easily enough. But the best way to play the M56 Scorpion is to play this vehicle as a medium to a long distance sniper. Assuming you have a good camo rating and use distance to your advantage, you can remain hidden for a good amount of time until you are seen. By this point, if you do make use of the gun and shoot at what vehicle comes your way, you can do a good amount of damage within a match just by playing this as a medium to a long distance sniper. I have one replay to show you how well you can do in the Scorpion if you get to a early advantage spot early on in a match. Let's go to that replay now. This replay, I will show you how you can use the Scorpion quite effectively. This is a Tier 8 match maximum. If I was going to stay at the base area here, then I would find a good place within the area here, use the terrain, the camouflage, and the distance to my advantage to shoot at anything that comes my way, while keeping a safe enough distance from the enemy. If they did came through the 1-2 line to the base area, I could have easily flee elsewhere, but risking being shot at anything that can kill me easily enough. Here I am going to a spot to take advantage of this hill here. I am risking getting shot at to have a advantage here. Also, I will show you how well the Scorpion performs when it's up close and personal with other vehicles. At this range, these ELCs could easily shoot at me. I am requesting help in case these ELCs do choose to shoot at me, I am using the hill here, so they have to come over to shoot at me. If they do so, I have backup that can potentially shoot at them from where they are. I am keeping an eye on. I'm keeping an eye on these ELCs to make sure that these ELCs I can kill them easily enough. I will be using heat. I could use HE and potentially one-shot them, but I do not want to risk that. I rushed that shot there. I should have had for the aim in on that vehicle there. Fortunately, that other ELC made a mistake and he paid dearly for it. Keeping an eye on the other two here. These two are busy with whatever they were doing, so I get to finish one ELC off. I used the repair kit on the track there to get me mobile again. With these ELCs taken care of, I actually have the advantage point on the hill here to shoot at anything that I can. I load HE so I can do a bit of damage to that KV, but it was finished off already by the IS. Here is a good spot. If you can get to a advantage spot here, use it to your full advantage and shoot at the sides and the top of the vehicle. Using heat would have been a good idea. I would have been able to finish the vehicles off here. Right here, I should have been using heat, not HE. Or even AP. That SU, I will try to shoot at it. I did finish off the SU. That IS there was finished off by another teammate. This replay I did well enough and to show you how you can play the Scorpion well enough while taking advantage of the vehicle what it's good at. The match I got 3 kills while getting about for the 3 kills I got about 1000 damage done. That is not too bad while keeping some of the targets lit up while I was on the hill here. Let's go to the garage now to do a brief recap on this vehicle. Let's do a brief recap on the M56 Scorpion. This vehicle itself, it is not that good nor bad for a tier 7 TD. But if you play to the vehicle's strengths and weaknesses, you can do quite well in this machine. Remember, due to the vehicle being quite lightweight, have thin armor and not a lot of hit points, you can be killed easily enough, especially from a well-placed HE round. This vehicle, the armor, it is quite thin, so it is quite possible for the crew member and the modules to be destroyed easily enough. But overall, the M56 Scorpion, once you get used to the pros and cons of the vehicle, it is quite the effective uh, medium to a long-distance sniper if you choose to take advantage of what this vehicle it is good at. Remember, the vehicle itself, for the current time being, it is a rental tank, so you can try the vehicle out for free if you like the vehicle or not. If you like this vehicle, you can buy it through the game shop. I hope that you learn a thing or two about the M56 Scorpion and how to use it properly on the battlefield. If you like this video, leave a like, a comment, and even follow my channel as well. Good luck on the battlefield, everyone.